The stories featured in this video explore dark and sensitive themes. As a Christian, my stance is firm. These stories are shared purely for entertainment, educational value, and narrative history, never to glorify, promote, or validate the occult. Listener discretion is advised. In the Philippines, being a very Catholic country, people often keep antique statues of saints in our homes because they represent safety, guidance, and peace. They are the silent guardians of living rooms. But what happens when you start hearing a voice coming from the altar and you realize it's not a prayer? Welcome back to the Dark Detour. I'm Michelle, a proud daughter of Bataan. Today, we're taking a detour into a chilling real-life account of an inherited family heirloom that harbored something dark on the inside. Let's dive in. Itatago natin siya sa pangalang Ryan. After his grandfather passed away in a rural barangay sa isang probinsya, their family inherited a large old porcelain statue of a saint na hindi na natin babanggitin dito out of respect to our Catholic viewers. It was beautiful but fragile, completely hollowed out on the inside with an open dark cavity at the base. They placed it on top of a heavy wooden cabinet in the corner of their dining room. For the first few weeks, the house felt normal, but slowly, Ryan noticed a bizarre shift in the environment. Every time he walked past the dining room, he would feel an intense localized drop in temperature. Parang may malamig na draft ng hangin na nakatutok lang sa tapat ng estatwa. And even worse, the family dog refused to enter the dining room at night, standing by the doorway and growling directly at the hollow base of the porcelain saint. One evening, around 1:30 a.m., Ryan was alone in the kitchen, getting a midnight snack. The rest of the house was completely pitch black and asleep. As he poured water into his glass, he suddenly heard a soft, familiar whisper coming from the dark dining room corner. It sounded exactly like his mother's voice, softly calling his name. Ryan, Ryan, halika. Nagtaka siya kasi ang kwarto ng nanay niya ay nasa second floor at mahimbing ang tulog nito. He walked into the dining room, flashing his phone's light toward the cabinet. The porcelain statue was sitting perfectly still, but as he got closer, he realized the whisper wasn't coming from the hallway. It was echoing from inside the hollow cavity of the porcelain statue itself. The voice was no longer whispering. It was softly giggling, changing from his mother's voice into a deep, raspy, distorted chuckle. One evening, terrified, Ryan backed away and accidentally knocked over a heavy dining chair. The loud crash woke his parents up, who rushed downstairs and turned on the lights. Ryan, trembling, pointed at the statue and told them what he heard. His father, thinking Ryan was just exhausted, reached out to grab the porcelain saint to put it away in a box. But the moment his hands touched the porcelain, the statue violently snapped. It shattered to pieces right on top of the cabinet on its own. And as the porcelain broke open, hundreds of small, dead black beetles poured out from the hollow interior, falling all over the floor. But the most chilling part, hidden deep inside the center of the hollow fragments was a small, crudely folded piece of old rotten black cloth tied with human hair. Isang uri ng sumba na matagal lang nakatago sa loob ng estatwa na naghihintay ng bagong bahay. The family immediately swept up the pieces, burned the cloth outside, and thankfully, the whisper stopped. And that's our detour for tonight. Seriously, if an altar starts talking back to me, regardless of what time of the day it is, let alone 1:30 a.m., baka ako na yung magkusang umalis sa sarili kong bahay. But on a serious note, stories like this remind us to be very careful about the emotional and spiritual baggage we allow into our places or our peace. Um, in life, we sometimes inherit things, or even toxic cycles, grudges, and old trauma from the past, just because it's tradition. Siguro hindi lahat ng lumang tradisyon ay kailangang panatilihin kung binabahayan na ito ng mabigat at toxic na enerhiya. And this isn't just applied to, heirloom items. Protect your environment and protect your mind. This brings us to the end of the video. Time for you to protect that mind by getting some rest. Tulog na oy. Drop your thoughts or your own eerie family heirloom stories at sa comment section natin, and let's wind down together. And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow The Dark Detour, and share this video. Good night, everyone. Stay safe and stay curious.